Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He isn't the type to talk big about his career, and honestly, he doesn't really dream of going very far. He's a hard worker and will do his job well, but he won't push himself into the spotlight or fight for big promotions. He prefers safety and calm over big risks or changes.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he tends to step back and avoid conflict instead of facing it head on. He doesn't get angry easily or make a scene, but he may quietly keep his feelings inside and withdraw from the problem. He's not the type to bounce back quickly with energy or new ideas.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He isn't someone who fights or argues at work. Most people will find him calm and gentle, though they might see him as a bit quiet or hard to approach. People will appreciate that he gets his work done and doesn't cause drama.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he will quietly feel happy for you. But you may not see big celebrations or hear proud words often. He isn't someone who gets jealous or tries to compete, so he won't feel insecure about your achievements. Instead, he'll just want you to be content and safe.
What if you start earning more than him?
He's not likely to resent you or feel deeply insecure if you earn more than him. Instead, he'll quietly accept the situation and won't make it a big issue. You might not see much excitement from him, but also not any bitterness.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money very carefully and doesn't spend without thinking. You'll find that he likes to plan, budget, and keep things in order when it comes to finances. You can trust him to keep the bills paid and avoid money troubles.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives well within his means and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. Showing off or trying to impress people with money just isn't his style. You won't find him bragging or buying things he can't actually afford.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is kind in his actions and will make sure that the people he cares about are looked after. He isn't flashy or generous in a showy way, but he'll quietly do what's needed for the family's comfort. He is careful with money, not wasteful, but not stingy to the point of causing hardship.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is straightforward and honest about money matters. You won't find him hiding his spending or making secret decisions with finances. Instead, he focuses on keeping things fair and balanced at home.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes in doing his part and doesn't think housework is only your job. Quiet and steady, he values fairness in daily life, so he'll help with chores without making a big fuss about it. He won't expect you to carry the whole load just because you're the woman.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will actually help with chores and diapers, not just stand around telling you what to do. He believes in pulling his weight quietly and doing what needs to be done, even if it's not glamorous. With him, teamwork means action, not just advice or supervision.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He tries to understand your side and doesn't argue just to prove he's right. He's not quick to jump into fights or challenge your point of view. With him, you'll find calm conversations and a gentle attitude.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and doesn't say hurtful things or act aggressive. Instead of raising his voice or lashing out, he's more likely to become quiet and keep to himself. He doesn't aim to hurt your feelings or start fights, even when something upsets him.
Does he have a bad temper?
He is not the kind of man who gets angry quickly. His patience is strong and he prefers to keep calm rather than react in a rush. When things go wrong, he tends to hold his feelings inside or quietly step back instead of letting anger take over.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is more likely to quietly accept his mistake and try to make things right rather than blame you. He might not say a big emotional sorry, but you'll notice small changes in how he acts to fix the problem. He doesn't enjoy arguments and won't try to shift the blame just to protect his ego.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He doesn't want to make you uncomfortable or push you into anything you don't want. If you set a limit, you can trust that he won't argue or pressure you.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he is not the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. If you say you're tired or just not feeling up to it, he won't make you feel guilty or complain. He's more likely to quietly accept your feelings and give you space rather than push or sulk.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He is not the type to use something personal against you or embarrass you later on. Even if there's a disagreement, he's unlikely to bring up private things to hurt you.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He values stability, routine, and keeping things peaceful at home, so he doesn't chase excitement or look for attention outside the relationship. You're unlikely to find him texting other women secretly or being careless with your trust.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive or the type to act jealous, controlling, or suspicious. He doesn't feel the need to keep constant tabs on you or question your every move. If anything, he trusts you and prefers to avoid unnecessary conflicts.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, with him, being protective doesn't turn into controlling behavior. He wants you to be safe and comfortable, but he trusts your decisions and doesn't try to rule over your choices. You can expect gentle support instead of controlling actions.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and doesn't expect you to do everything on your own. While he may not talk a lot about cooperation, he believes in sharing responsibilities quietly and consistently. He may not be loud about his involvement, but he won't leave you feeling alone in the job.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't believe in yelling or harsh punishments, even when things go wrong. He values peace at home, so he'll handle mistakes with patience and quiet support.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and as your own person. He understands that you have your own needs, dreams, and interests beyond caring for the family. His steady nature creates an environment where you can feel safe to grow, both as a mom and as yourself.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will suddenly expect you to quit your career after having a child. He respects your choices and quietly supports your work without hidden conditions. With him, you can expect honest support for your career, both before and after children.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with steady respect, but his warmth may be quiet rather than very expressive. He might not be openly affectionate or chatty, but he'll make sure your parents are comfortable and cared for when they visit. While he may not always share deep conversations or joking moments, his actions will speak for him. He will quietly try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly rather than making things worse. He doesn't like conflict and won't react with anger or harsh words. Instead, he'll stay quiet, listen, and do his best to keep peace at home.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He's not someone who will pretend to be modern with you, but suddenly expect you to become a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values honesty and peace, so he prefers things to remain calm and consistent, both at home and with family. With him, what you see is what you get, no double standards.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will quietly support you rather than openly taking sides against you or staying completely out of it. He may not speak up loudly in front of everyone, but you will feel his backing through small, steady actions, listening to you, helping where he can, and reassuring you in private. His support may be gentle and quiet, but you can trust he will be there for you when things get tough.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not the typical mummy's boy who blindly follows his mother or lets her make all his decisions. While he respects his family and prefers to keep peace, he also values fairness and your happiness. He will try to balance things gently, quietly supporting you in private and working to calm tensions at home.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He prefers to keep personal matters between the two of you, valuing privacy and respect in the relationship. This helps build trust and a sense of safety between you both.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Being with him day in and day out feels steady, safe, and predictable. He isn't very talkative or playful, but you can count on his quiet support and gentle care in the home.